making no apologies. That's it, umhlaba mawuhlulwe so that our people can have access to the land.
Life is difficult, but you must soldier on. Don't give up. If you are a coward, you don't belong here.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Simple Politics. So today I want to speak about the EFF introducing the new bill that seeks to ban the alcohol advertisement. And I've seen a little bit of clashback here and there where some of the companies are saying that they're gonna lose revenue. Honestly, there is absolutely no one who wouldn't say that alcohol is a problem right now in our society, like in our communities. It's a big problem, you know. And if you are like, for example, me, okay, just before I get right into the whole thing, for example, me, I don't drink and I've never drank. And whenever I get to a gathering and I'm chilling with people, let's say I'm chilling with them for the very first time, and I tell them that I don't drink, the way they people always ask me why, or they say, oh, you know, you are such a bore. Like, if you don't drink, they literally make you feel like you are in the wrong. Like, they make you feel like you are doing something that you're not supposed to be doing, you know. So I feel like there's a lot of pressure, especially for the youngsters. There's a lot of pressure. You know, you start with a drink, you start with a sip, and honestly, there's this other guy who likes to post and says that our communities are faced with a big challenge of people that are alcoholics but who don't know that they're alcoholics. Yeah, when Utabeso has posted about this quite a few times, where he says people, like, they are alcoholics but they don't know that they're alcoholics, and they are, you know. Any little inconvenience, like people who get drunk Monday to Sunday, that is a crisis. And it honestly, it starts from being advertised. It starts there. It starts from being advertised and being made a norm, being made like it's okay for it to be in the public eye, you know. I remember when tobacco, the smoking, I think it's tobacco, where they started writing, like, I remember growing up where they had like 18, you know. You knew. I think at the back of my mind, I knew that, like, smoking is sort of wrong because it had that 18, and it said when not under the age of 18. Yeah, one. So advertising is part of the problem, because it, especially also, you know, nowadays advertising with your favorite influencers. Of course, I always see the influencers advertising Savan. See a lot of influencers advertising Savan. Of course, if your influencers are advertising, you wanna give it a try. It's okay. And I've seen also Forum Zagalo, the chiller's punch. If I was drinking, I would want to taste the chiller's punch, because I'm interested. Even now, I'm curious to. I always wonder that I want to taste and chiller's punch, but because I don't drink, I've never tried it. But because it's been advertised, Gongo G and stuff, you know, I'm interested. So I think advertising, it gives la. And again, everyone is an adult to make their decisions, but I just feel like also advertising is part of the problem that we had, starting to remove it from public advertisement. I think that will minimize the interest of wanting to try it. Umntana ukubana seeing it TV kowabo and they see it at shop, of course they want to try it because they've been seeing it on TV. So I definitely support this bill by the EFF that they're introducing. I saw Veronica Mente had an interview as well where she dug in a little bit. But before we get right into the Veronica Mente's interview, I want to read here. I don't know why I have this orange in my hand. Oh my god. Okay, no, I do know Dizaiki after Nikoboshuta Levit, and it's so late. Okay, let's read the article. It says that the Economic Freedom Fighters has introduced a private members bill in the National Assembly aimed at instituting a sweeping ban on alcohol advertising, which I 100% support. This bold move, spearheaded by MP Veronica Mente, seeks to amend the Liquor Act of 2003, which currently allows advertising, promotion, and product placement of liquor across various media channels. And now we consume a lot of social media, you know. So, you know, removing it from the eye, I think that's step number one. It is explained that the Liquor Amendment Bill proposes stringent measures to curtail the marketing of alcohol products, explicit prohibiting the use of liquor, brand elements, company names, or sponsorship at organized events, which is very good. The EFF argues that the pervasive marketing of alcohol not only glamorizes exactly its consumption, but also obscures the serious social and health issues that accompany excessive drinking, including rising incidents of gender-based violence, road fatalities, pressures on the public health system. This is so true. You know, most, I'm not saying all, most incidents of gender-based violence, you always hear so and so was drunk and then this happened. Like literally it always has alcohol involved. Road fatalities, you know, so and so was driving drunk. Yeah, one. In a statement underscoring the urgency of their proposal, the party highlighted that the true cost of alcohol abuse is carried by society as a whole, while corporation escaped accountability through sleek advertising and irresponsible promotion. This is true. The party reveals that it has taken this decisive step to ensure that public health, social stability, and the dignity of our people are prioritized above the profit of liquor corporations. We live in a society where alcohol has been normalized. Like it has been normalized so much. Even umntwana omncinci that is drinking, it's been normalized so much that if umuntu unxilile, it's even crazy now. People will just get drunk on a Monday. Like, how do you get drunk on a Monday? Like, even worse, in the olden days, I feel like we would see them like on weekend. Now people get drunk like on Monday, and like no one, and it's not a big deal. Ukubon. We live in a society where alcohol has been normalized and marketed as a lifestyle aspiration. This is so true. Bright and attractive adverts targets even young children who grow up associating alcohol with success, sport, and leisure. The party's stance reflects growing concerns that alcohol advertising is a veiled attempt to normalize, perpetuate harmful behaviors. The EFF has also called upon the Speaker of the National Assembly to expedite the referral of the bill to the Portfolio Committee on Trade, Industry and Competition. In their appeals, they emphasize that the necessity for Parliament to act decisively against alcohol abuse epidemic that has wreaked havoc on families and communities across the nation. The bill's provisions are straightforward, desperately needed, and cannot be subjected to unnecessary delays, the party insisted. Furthermore, the EFF has rallied support from other political entities, civil society organizations, local communities, prompting a collective response to address the pressing issues surrounding the alcohol consumption. I don't think there could be anyone who stands against that. I mean, anywhere and everywhere you go, you see that alcohol is the problem. So I don't think there could be anyone who can literally not support that, unless they are really that spiteful. The parties particularly urge parents, educators to recognize the dangers posed by alcohol advertising, which often targets young audiences, associates liquor consumption with success, sporting prowess, leisure activities. By advocating for a total ban on alcohol advertising, the party it seeks to demonstrate Parliament's commitment to human welfare. This is definitely a good one. This is definitely a good one. Shout out to the EFF for this. I don't know if I don't think there's anyone who would say Guti alcohol is not a problem. Alcohol is a big problem right now. It's a big problem. So I wanna get right into the comments of I think Veronica Mente had an interview as well. But on top of that, I wanted to see if I can get right into the comments. I want to see if there's comments.
Just like in your opening statement, the social ills in this country have now a long-term detrimental effect to the future of this country. At the center of the social ills we're facing in this country is alcohol. Look at the number of accidents on the roads that impact our health system, that are flooding the theaters. Sometimes the theaters have to change schedules because they must accommodate a sudden accident of a bus caused by a drunken driver. The amount of money that is invested in replacing people's limbs, people's parts of the bodies because of the accident. The amount of money that RAF pays out to victims of accidents. But moreover, is that the amount and the high levels of violence, especially in schools. Now, the children in schools are fighting with the teachers because they have to confiscate substances and, in the main, the alcohol they bring to schools. And who introduces our children to alcohol is adverts, because even in the most remote areas where you do not find a consistent social gatherings like your events, your entertainment and everything, but you find youth is engaging in alcohol, like someone is luring them into this alcohol activity. But no one is doing that. It's the TV, it's the radio, it's the social media that they are engaging with. It's depicting alcohol as the coolest thing, and it depicts anyone who doesn't drink as the most abnormal person. So for the children to be normal, and we know how children are growing up and being groomed easily in exploration of everything they come across. So in that, now we have schools that have unruly children, and we have children that are going to have to be cut off the schooling system simply because they cannot be disciplined by teachers, and they are fighting back with the teachers. We have a country that has no hope of children who are going to acquire education so that they can be leaders tomorrow, they can own companies tomorrow, they can contribute into the economy tomorrow. We have children that are born with defects because of alcohol, because mothers are drinking during pregnancy, and we have a high GBV and domestic violence cases that are in police stations, and all those at the center of them, it's parents that are fighting at home, it's fathers that are beating up wives and children, and they end up in police stations. You can make as a very simple exercise over the weekend, go to any township police station. You're going to find parents sitting there with children, and when you ask what's the reason, no, I'm here for safety. I don't even want to open a case because on Monday my husband will be fine. He will go back to work and I'll go back home. But for now, he's drunk, he's kicking all of us out, and he's unruly and all of those things. But also the salaries that they earn at work, those salaries don't go to any meaningful contribution to the well-being of their families, because they have debts of alcohol. They glamour, the way alcohol is glamorized is such that everyone wants to engage in it, and they engage in it in a very selfish manner that doesn't take care of anyone else. We have the alcohol abuse, and that is on a highest level. But the worst painful thing, Vuyo, is that even with the teenage pregnancy, the statistics that came out last week, if you are interviewing some of those children in the main, in the Eastern Cape, and you ask, how did you get pregnant? A child will be like, I was in a social gathering, got intoxicated, I was with a group of friends, and these men that we don't know, we drank, we ended up in a place that we do not know, and that's how I got pregnant, and I don't know the father of the baby, I can't even explain what happened to me. So we now have another social ill wherein the state must take care of these babies, because the babies are here, the babies didn't ask to be here.
That was the clip from Veronica Mente. She had an interview as well. So yeah, I think big ups to the EFF. I tried to find the comments. I saw one comment though that says, Uguti, the amount of jobs the advertisement create is a lot. So this person is trying to say, Uguti, if the EFF is advocating for a total ban, because that's what the journalist was asking as well, Uguti, why doesn't the EFF advocate for just a little bit of limiting instead of a total ban? So this person saying that the advertising also creates jobs. So what must be done? Creating jobs at the cost of the youth's life. I mean, it's not only the youth that is alcoholics now. Literally alcohol. The way Veronica Mente is actually explaining it, she's explaining it so well that it has been like made this cool thing. It has been made this cool thing. I mean, even if I've seen people, even when they're doing birthday parties, like let's say they're doing a birthday party for 1 year old, like a 1 year old child, you know that they're gonna have alcohol there, and I'm like, hey, bana. So alcohol has been made this thing, this cool thing, and it's destroying like the future of the kids. It's really destroying their future. In school, in high schools, kids are already getting drunk. It's honestly crazy. So I think I'm definitely for the ban of the adverts. I think it starts from you seeing it, idolizing it from TV, and thinking, oh my god, I want to try it. That's why I'm making an example with the McG, because I always think when I'm like, oh, if Bensela, I would actually want to try the Lendoga McG, the chillers. I'd want to try the chillers punch by injani na. So the reason I want to try that chillers punch, if Bendisela would have had tried it already, it's because it's there in the eye. Yeah, but it's there in the eye. So it really starts with the advertisement, honestly. It really starts with the advertisement. And I'm speaking this from even a perspective of someone ongaseli. Imagine how intensified that feeling of trying it is from him to no selai. Yeah, understand? So adverts, they really play a big part. So big ups to the EFF for this. I think you guys must tell me what you think. Yeah, I think we must pay attention and watch closely with this bill that is introduced. I think we should watch it closely. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Izipolo Pelwana. Please subscribe to this channel. Let's get to 50k subscribers. Support the channel where you can, guys. I always see some weird comments. No one is ever forced you to support this channel, okay? There's absolutely no need for you to comment if you think, oh my god, I don't want to support. You can watch the content for free. Nothing will happen to you. Guys, I'm so sleepy. When you see my eyes closing, I'm so sleepy. Yeah, I'm shooting this at night, very very late. I'm gonna drop it today, early hours, maybe around, I'll see. So yeah, please guys, no one is obliged to support the channel. You support the channel if you want to, and if you are able to. If you are not able to, it's fine. It's fine. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Aluta continua. Please tell me what you think, guys, about this bill that the EFF is introduced. I think it's a really really good idea. I'll see you in the next one.